Yo, Mikey, you got that juice?
Heck yeah, man, I got that juice for you right here. Juice.
No, not that juice, the battery. Yeah.
Why did you say something? Battery, I got you. Let me get that battery. There we go. One battery.
No, the big juice, the one for the Onewheel.
Oh, one-wheel battery. Why didn't you say something about one-wheel battery? Hold on.
Almost, Mikey. We need the big battery. You know, the one for the GT.
Oh, you want that thick boy. Why didn't you say something? One thick boy coming right up.
There we go. That's the juice.
Heck yeah, that's the juice. That's the juice for the caboose boost in the GT. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got that juice all over the caboose boost.
All right, man,
yeah.
Get out of here.
Whatever.
Wait, give me that Capri Sun.
I knew you wanted that juice.
So you know how I've been talking about my range anxiety going away since I got the GT? Well, for the most part, that's true. The GT's large battery combined with a hypercharger is more than enough for my needs. Unless I'm out in the middle of nowhere, say camping, or even just riding out in the desert along the outskirts of the city. Recently, I was up in Prescott shredding some trails, and we hit up an area where there definitely weren't outlets. So in that type of situation, that's where something like this comes in handy. You know what? Before I tell you more about this battery, including how I use it with solar, I think I have some footage from that day, and well, I'm thirsty, so enjoy the ride clips while I enjoy this juice. Man, that was such a fun day. Exhausting, but fun. I pretty much rode all day and even camped in my car that night. And if I wanted to keep riding the next day, I could. And you know why? Because not only do I have this big boy, but I also have solar panels on the roof of my car. So let's get a little nerdy while I break down my setup. Basically, I knew that once I got the GT, my old solar charger setup wasn't going to cut it. Compared to a stock XR, the GT just has the need for more juice in the caboose. Damn it, Mikey. Anyways, that meant I needed to first look for two things. The battery capacity of the GT, which the internet tells me is 525 watt hours, and the power draw of the charger, which for the standard one is 189 watts. If you're talking about the hypercharger, it's actually 393 watts. By the way, if you're looking for these numbers on your charger, look for output on the label and multiply the volts times the amps, and that will give you the max watts that it will draw. So say I want to use my hypercharger and actually get a full fast charge for the Onewheel GT. I need a unit that can handle a 393 watt draw and has the capacity of at least 525 watt hours, preferably more to account for the DC to AC inverter loss. After a bit of research on portable charging stations or solar generators or whatever they want to call them, I ended up settling on the Bluetti EB70S. It has a 716 watt hour battery, so that's more than the 525 in that guy, and it can handle an 800 watt power draw. That's actually enough to use two hyperchargers at the same time, although it wouldn't have the capacity to charge two dead GTs to full. All right, so let me go grab the XR real quick, and I'm gonna plug in both the GT and the XR at the same time using a hypercharger and the stock XR charger. So here's the GT's hypercharger, and here's the XR's charger. And we just gotta turn it on. We got lights on. We've got the red lights on both the chargers. You can actually hear the inverter fan turn on. And if we look here, 636 watts going out to both Onewheels simultaneously. All right, I'm gonna turn that off just in case it's picking up noise on the microphone. In any case, there were two other reasons I went with this particular brand and model. One, it uses lithium polymer batteries instead of the usual just lithium batteries. I'm not gonna go into all the technical here because I'm no battery expert. Just know that they are safer, they can reach a 100 depth of discharge without any issues, and they have 4 times more recharge cycles than the standard lithium batteries. So instead of hundreds of recharges, you're talking thousands of recharges. The other reason I went with this model is the solar input capabilities. See this port right here? This thing can handle 200 watts of solar input, which actually works out perfect for me because I have two 100 watt solar panels on the top of my car. What's that? You want to see it? Well, my car's a little dirty right now, but what the heck? Come with me and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so hopefully you can see this, but there's two solar panels up here. Each one are 100 watts each, and they're mounted to a custom aluminum rail system that I built, and they're pretty much just clamped right into a standard snowboard rack. Let me show you the other side. So as you can see, the rails are locked just like you would a snowboard. And these levers go up, making the whole thing easy to remove if I need to take it off the roof of the car, angle it towards the sun, etc. And in the very back of the car, you can see that the cables run backwards and drop down into my moonroof right there. All right, so now let me show you how I feed it into the battery. All right, hopefully you can see this, but those wires then come down from the moonroof right there, come around the side. Cables are connected in parallel and end up going to here. And all we gotta do is take this and plug it into the battery, which is down here. Let me get you a little closer. Just like that, and look at, it's already charging. Didn't have to do anything. Okay, it's charging really slowly because the sun's going down. All right, here's another clip I'm just splicing in during the day. It's about 11 a.m. and you can see now that this guy's pulling in 129, 130 watts of solar input. And if I had anything plugged in, you would see the output going to the chargers. Pretty nice. So now all there is left to do is plug in the Onewheel and plug that into the big old battery. That's pretty much it. Both Onewheels plugged in, charging. Looks like it's drawing about 395 watts. I kind of stopped getting power from the sun because it's going down, but you know what? If it wasn't sunset or sunrise, we would be also juicing the battery at the same exact time. Anyways, it's gonna get dark soon, so let's head back to the garage. Alright. Whew. It is getting hot out there. Anyways, before I got the Bluetti, I actually used to use a smaller LiPo battery unit from Go Labs. You saw it earlier. Let me grab it real quick. Now this unit has the capacity I need to charge the Pint and almost enough to charge an XR to full. But yeah, I needed to upgrade because it only has 300 watt hours and I needed at least 525. It also only takes in around 56 watts of solar input, which made it charge slow. But it was a much cheaper battery, so if that's all you need, it's still a good option. Did I mention that this battery has wireless charging on the top too? As usual, I'll leave links in the description box for all this stuff in case you want to set something up that's similar. And if I said anything wrong here, please let me know, or perhaps if you have your own mobile power setup, I'd love to hear about what you did with yours. Leave a comment down below. Anyways, that's Ginter for now. I hope you found this video helpful, useful, informative, etc. If it was, do me a solid and hit the thumbs up button and perhaps share it with another range anxiety friend like me. And yeah, may you go out into nature with the full confidence of all-day shreddability. Or something like that. Okay, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Yo, Mikey, let me get another Capri Sun.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got that juice, all over the caboose, yeah.